Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to make custom air ducts for your Genesis Coupe. Now to do this modification you will need to have cut out your OEM fog light bezels, like I have there, or have aftermarket ones where air does go through them. Now I did try this video a few weeks ago, and if you can see this little plastic tab in there, I kind of just bent the ones on each side out a little to get a little more air to go through. But I realized that's really not that much more air. So what I'm going to do today is make a real legit one that's about 7 inches wide, so it goes out to here instead of just, about an inch wide. So that'll feed probably about 50% more air to the OEM intercooler, which is back there. So one of the flaws about the OEM intercooler design, so you can see it right back there, half of it is covered by this transmission cooler. So air going into the transmission cooler is exiting the transmission cooler very hot and then going into the intercooler. So it's really not getting the cool air that you really want to have. And then over here on this side with this new air duct, which I'll show you once I get the bumper off, that's going to force a lot of fresh air behind the transmission cooler. So a lot more cool, fresh air will be getting to the intercooler. So now with the bumper off, I can show you what I previously did. These plastic tabs used to sit straight, and I just kind of heated them up and bent them a little. So basically what my idea is, we have all the way till this metal piece back here, which is about 6 inches from this point there to where the inside of the fog light bezel sits, and basically take these pieces out and make some type of fin or a scoop right here that goes on the back side of the fog light bezel. So from here, about from here over, is a nice scoop that when air goes in here, it gets directed towards the center. So I think that's going to help out a lot with the cooling of this intercooler. And then there's that transmission cooler I spoke about. And you can see like this gap behind it. We'll get a lot of fresh air going in between, right about there. So to make these scoops, you can use plastic or metal or whatever you have at your disposal. I'm just using the plastic from a protein powder supplement bottle. I think it has the right shapes and sizes for what I need. So I've now cut that bottle into 2 equal pieces. You can kind of start seeing these scoops take their shape. So I still have a lot of cutting to do to adjust these to how they're going to fit. But basically, they're kind of going to be like this on the inside, but obviously trimmed up a lot. So about that much air is going to be directed towards the center. So I just finished up cutting one of the sides of the scoops. So this is what it looked like, just half the bottle. So now, we're definitely a much different shape than the original. And now I'll show you how this one is going to end up fitting on the back side of this fog light bezel. Alright, so this piece is just going to sit like that, and kind of just like that. So I'll either use epoxy or a 3M tape on the top and bottom to get it adhered. And that is about level right there, so you can see it's at a really good angle, about maybe 30 degrees or so. And that's going to be collecting a lot of air. And all that air, which is going to be coming this way now, will mix with the air coming in straight to provide a lot more cool air and fresh air to the intercooler and everything. Alright, so I now finished up. So this is the passenger side one. That's the shape that it's going to be. And then the driver's side one. So I just finished adhering the ducts to the back of the bumper. So you can see this one. And I used 3M adhesive along right there on the inside, and same with the bottom. And then I put epoxy, you can kind of see it there, along basically with the tape as well. Right, and then on this side, same thing with the 3M under it and then the epoxy. So you can tell how they are at an angle to help direct the air. And then from the front, so once it's on the car, you're not even going to be able to see them just because the black is the background for everything. So before I put the bumper back on the car, I'm going to do a quick little test. I just got an electric leaf blower set up, and the air, I'm aiming it right at the fog light bezel where the air duct is. I'm just going to use a paper towel and hold it on the inside to see if in fact the air is going where I want it to go. So I'll just do that on both sides just to make sure that it's actually working. Alright, so that showed it. I definitely felt a good amount of air coming right through here. The leaf blower was just on low, it wasn't on anything crazy. But both sides I could feel a good amount of air coming this way. And once it's on the car, so actually driving, the air coming through here will also help to kind of suck the air out of here, kind of like a little vacuum. So now I'll go ahead and put the bumper back on the car. So there you have it. There's an easy way to make some functional air ducts for your Genesis Coupe. You can see them in there now. And they fit really nicely with the bumper on. They're not hitting anything. And hopefully that directs a decent amount of air to the intercooler and gives the car a little bit better cooling. So be sure to check out my channel and subscribe.